Greetings and welcome back to Reactoon, your favorite talk show where we explore different topics that matter to you. I'm your host, Mr. Meta, and today we're going to be talking about a serious issue that affects many people around the world. The harms of gambling. Gambling can be a fun and exciting pastime for some people, but actually it can lead to addiction, financial ruin, and other negative consequences. In fact, according to recent studies, up to 2 to 3% of the population may be affected by problem gambling. Today, I'll be discussing the harms of gambling and how it can affect individuals and society as a whole. Gambling addiction is a serious issue and it's important to understand the risks involved. So, let's start by discussing some of the negative consequences of problem gambling. One of the biggest harms of gambling is financial ruin. People can easily lose large amounts of money when they gamble, which can have a major impact on their lives. This can lead to debt, bankruptcy, and even homelessness. Problem gambling can also lead to relationship issues, mental health problems, and legal troubles. Another harm of gambling is the impact it has on families and communities. When someone develops a gambling addiction, it can lead to strained relationships with loved ones and friends. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, which can make the addiction worse. Furthermore, problem gambling can also have a wider impact on society. It can lead to increased crime rates as people turn to illegal activities to fund their addiction. It can also lead to increased healthcare costs as people seek treatment for the negative effects of gambling. Moreover, gambling can also have a negative impact on the wider community. It can lead to crime, such as theft or embezzlement, as individuals try to finance their addiction. Additionally, gambling can also lead to increased poverty levels, particularly in communities already struggling financially. When individuals spend money on gambling, they may be diverting funds away from other important expenses such as groceries, rent, or utilities. This can lead to increased levels of poverty and hardship for those individuals and their families. Furthermore, gambling can have a ripple effect on the wider community. As more people become addicted to gambling, the demand for gambling facilities increases. This can lead to a proliferation of gambling establishments, which can attract criminal activity and contribute to an increase in crime rates in the surrounding area. Additionally, gambling can lead to other harmful behaviors such as drug or alcohol abuse. Individuals who are struggling with a gambling addiction may turn to drugs or alcohol as a way to cope with the stress and anxiety of their addiction. This can lead to a downward spiral of addiction and negative consequences. Overall, it's clear that gambling has far-reaching negative effects that extend beyond just the individual struggling with addiction. It's important to recognize the harm that gambling can cause and to take steps to prevent and treat gambling addiction in order to protect individuals, families, and communities as a whole. So, how can we help prevent and treat problem gambling? One of the most effective ways is through education and awareness. By understanding the risks involved, we can help people make informed decisions about their gambling habits. There are also various treatment options available for those struggling with problem gambling, such as therapy, support groups, and even medication in some cases. The key is to seek help as soon as possible before the problem gets worse. Let me tell you a story of my friend named Jack who loved to gamble. It started out as a harmless hobby, but soon Jack found himself spending all his free time and money at the casino. He became obsessed with the thrill of winning and was convinced he would strike it big one day. However, Jack's luck soon ran out. He started to lose more often than he won, but he couldn't stop. He started borrowing money from his friends and family, promising to pay them back when he hit the jackpot. But the jackpot never came. As Jack's debts grew, his relationships with his loved ones deteriorated. He became distant and irritable, always thinking about his next bet. He lost his job because he was always tired and distracted, and he was soon evicted from his apartment because he couldn't pay the rent. Jack hit rock bottom when he lost his car in a game of poker. He had no way to get to work or even to the casino anymore. He felt like his whole world was falling apart. He realized he had a problem, but he didn't know how to stop. One day, Jack decided to seek help. He went to a support group for gambling addicts and started attending therapy sessions. It was a difficult journey, but with the help of others, he was able to overcome his addiction and rebuild his life. Jack had to start from scratch, but he learned the hard way that gambling was not worth losing everything he had. He now lives a simpler life and enjoys spending time with his loved ones. He still remembers the pain of his addiction and urges others to seek help before it's too late. If you or someone you know is struggling with problem gambling, it's important to seek help. There is no shame in asking for assistance, and there are many resources available. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to take a moment to remind our viewers to support our channel. Your support helps us continue to create engaging and informative content like this episode. We're passionate about raising awareness about important issues like this, and we rely on your engagement to help us spread the word. So, if you found this video informative or helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment down below to let us know your thoughts. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated on future episodes of Reactoon. Thank you for tuning into this important discussion on the harms of gambling. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you next time on Reactoon.
Please like, share, and comment on video. Do not forget to subscribe channel and hit the bell icon for updates.